Hello, good morning. Welcome to Dave's Aquarium Thoughts. I'm Dave. Happy Easter, everyone. Happy Easter, everyone. To those who celebrate it, to those who don't, happy Easter, anyways. And also, happy Sunday, I suppose. Anyways, today is just going to be a little itsy bitsy kind of live stream, just kind of a little hanging out. Feel free to ask questions, whatnot. Oh, Anthony has to go pick up his kiddos soon. Well, so you're gonna spend some time with her for Easter? Yeah, I got my iced coffee. Got my breakfast, which I need to eat soon before it gets too cold. Good morning, Fishy on Tank Ticks. How's it going today? Few settings I forgot to change here, but nothing I can't change off the bat here. Yeah, kind of a little, just a little bit of still setting up things. Kind of been running around this morning. Yeah, okay, that's fine. All right, I'm gonna leave it as is. How has everyone's week been going? My week's been pretty decent. Been doing a few recordings here and there. One thing I have been working on is new design on the shirt. Kind of did a little funky things with it. That's all. Kind of changed it up a little bit. I think I like it. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this this design? Is it a keeper, or is it just kind of eh? I kind of like the colors on the other one, but I think this is cool too, especially on like say a dark shirt. I do have a bunch of recordings coming up. I have a few already recorded. Just a matter of editing them and putting them up there for you guys. Got a few videos on hanging the back filters. So do you guys have any plans for today, or? My plan for today was just basically doing this little live stream. Don't know how long I'm going to be staying up here. I didn't really want to do a full live stream just due to the Easter, but I will be going back next week with a full one with actually a actual topic rather than just kind of randomness. Like I'll probably this is what I wanted. I'll probably be going off and showing off. I'm kind of redesigning my website a little bit. New kind of host kind of thing. So I'll be doing that. But just hey, Fishy on Tank Tick. Yeah, I'm doing good today. Still early. Yeah, rain. Yep. Definitely with the rain, it's kind of hard to make plans. I spent all day yesterday in the rain. That was fun. Anthony, how's your job in the rain? I'm supposing you still go out there and do your work out there in the rain too. That's all. That's what I did all yesterday. Had my rain gear on, walked. I will say one thing about the rain this time around. It's a very, very, very cold rain. Because I know normally when it rains, I mean, yeah, it's normally cold out here when it rains, but previously it hasn't been that cold where I was feeling it. But yesterday I was feeling the cold. Yesterday was no less busy. Raincoat, I'm going to Costco, yeah. Rain gear and boots. I just wear waterproof shoes. That's what I typically wear. I don't really wear like traditional rain boots. They normally kind of expect. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Rain boots would suck walking too much. Yeah, I walk about 15 miles every day, so yeah, having rain boots on, yeah, not good. So I just settled with some like kind of like waterproof kind of shoes. Yeah, they kept my feet relatively dry. I still came home with wet socks, but yep. Work 365 no matter what conditions. Well, luckily for me, we don't work every day. Well, when you're regular where I'm at, when you have your own route per se, you don't work every day. You get Sundays off, and you get a lot of the major holidays off, so I don't have to worry about like that. So I kind of know what days I'm off. But yeah, delivering stuff in the rain, it definitely it definitely is kind of a wet kind of situation. Always wear extra socks and shoes. Always bring extra socks and shoes. Yeah, that's probably a smart idea. I typically don't, because if I change my socks and shoes, it's still gonna get wet anyway, any which way. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Anthony doesn't work. It does not work 365, but there's always people working. Yeah, I mean, there's people out there. There's people out there today delivering. They're just delivering packages though. First year worked Christmas. Yeah, that's one thing I don't have to worry about anymore is working Christmas. I don't have to work Christmas anymore. That's always a nice situation. I know when I worked in retail, they had us open on Christmas. My previous job, man, we were open like pretty much 365 days a year, no matter what. Yeah. But yeah, I actually start a new route probably next Saturday. Hello there. Good morning as well. Definitely good. Good Easter morning. Looks like we're getting greetings from Clayton, Idaho. Yeah, it's okay Easter here. It's a rainy day, so you can't really make that much plans outdoors anyways. I'll probably after this I'll probably end up just relaxing, watching some movies, I suppose. Maybe do some work. Maybe do some work on the fish aquariums I have. Or I might just work on my website more, which is right here. Added a few things. Well, not actually. I took away a lot of things, but I did add a recommendation page. Basically, it's stuff I recommend, which does have links to Amazon, which I do receive just a tiny bit of commission, just a tiny bit. And of course, these links right here, they'll take you to the Amazon. I have the Seachem titles, which I recommend a lot. I have the Fluval Nano Light, which I like. I just wish it had more options for mounting. And one thing I do typically recommend is, of course, the temperature controllers. I typically do recommend the Inkbirds. The Inkbirds are nice. They do have replacement probes for them as well. The one thing I have been working with lately has been the Miros, the smart Wi-Fi temperature controller. I might do a video on that in the next few weeks, and of course a few other products. But then, of course, you have my own merch that I have. Pretty much stuff with my logo. I have a few signs right here, like a fish crossing sign and a no fishing in the fish room sign right there. But it's still a work in progress. Definitely still a work in progress. I still do need to put this design up there, which is more of my I call it my Blackwater design, my Blackwater logo. But yeah, definitely check back on. I think either Thursday or Friday. I'll probably be posting a new video. I just got to finish up the final touches on it. I forget what the video is on, but hopefully you guys caught my last one, which was my planter box update, which basically went over the plants on the top right here as well as the bottom. My 40-gallon breeder, my 20-gallon long. I have some planter boxes. I have plants in there, house plants. I've pothos, peace lily, and some other plants. Synogoniums. I've some of that in there, and mondograss, of course, too. And so far, everything looks nice. Everything looks nice. Hello, Mexicali Fish Keeper. How's it going? Need a heater for new 55. Do I have a heater that I recommend? I do like one of them. Give me a second here. I gotta figure out. I gotta remember which one it was. What the name of it? It's been a while since I actually bought one. They typically last a while. Give me a second here. Let me pull it up. I gotta remember. I really gotta remember what brand they were. Off the top of my tongue. Give me a second here. Let me find it. Let's see. What are they? Eheims are always normally nice, but there's a particular one I do like. Let me see if I bought it on my Amazon. Give me a second here. Let me see if I could find it. But I think I typically have bought those at other places like Petco and PetSmart. But one thing I definitely do recommend is, of course, I do always recommend the temperature controllers. I really don't trust. I don't really like trusting the temperature controller on the unit itself. Here it is. The Aquarium Pro. Aquarium Pro, you could probably get away with the 150. I'd probably upgrade to like say the 200 or 300, but or you could go. I'd probably buy. Go. You could probably go with 2, but it's. I mean, provide a link in the text here. I like the Aquarium. That's not what I wanted. I typically go with the Aquarium Pros on that. They're pretty decent. They've lasted me for a long time. I'm just not using them right now because I'm testing out another heater, which is like it's okay. I think the on the one I'm testing right now, I think it is a little bit off on the temperature. But let me post a link to the Aquarium Pro in the chat here. These Aquarium Pros, these are the ones I've used. I've had them for years. Never had a problem with them. They still work. Like I said, I just pulled them out. I used to have it on my Tidal 55. I had it attached to the side, which it fits on there nicely, and it's lasted me quite a while. You see, when I bought this, looks like I bought these like back in 2019. They're still running. They're still good. And of course, I'd recommend like I said the either the Inkbird temperature controller, or I've been working with the Miros lately. I'll post that as well. I mean, if you just want a dumb one, yeah, you can easily go with the Inkbird one. Or I know they do have a smart one as well, but I haven't tried out their smart one. I'm trying out the Miros one right now. So this is a link to the Inkbird I'd recommend. Make sure you get the one with the rubberized tip. This one right here I linked also has a detachable temperature probe, which is I would recommend getting something with a detachable temperature probe because my experience on those is being in the water. Sometimes they short out and you do need to replace them, which is another video I do have. I do have a video on the actually replacing the temperature probe on the Inkbird. If you want to get into that and kind of risk, keep in mind I was an amateur at it, so keep that in mind. But yeah, some heaters do. The heater in the 20 I just started is a Penplex from way back when I had Aquarium 25 years ago, and I'll do a 55 too. Yeah, I used to have a 60, but it's a matter of just making sure you have the right wattage. You don't want to go too low where it's not heating fully, but then again, you really don't want to go too high, which if it gets stuck on, it could cause problems. But that's one reason why I do recommend the temperature controllers. I do recommend the temperature controllers. I have a video on the Inkbird. I have the video on the replacing the thing. Like I said, I'll probably be doing a video on the Miros one I'm using right now as well, which is let me pull up that link as well. This one is nice because you can control it. You can set it up via your phone, set up different timing as well. Which I found it okay. I just what I do need to do with it, I do need to calibrate it. I will be doing a video on that shortly as well on calibrating these things, which is one thing that a lot of people kind of a lot of people kind of skip on, which I've skipped on before. So, and there's a link to the Miros one I use. And of course, those links you could also, except for the heater, I haven't put the heater up there, but you can find those links on my website at aquariumthoughts.com. And it will take you to my Amazon affiliate links. So you kind of support the channel a little bit. It's always nice to have a nice, reliable heater, one that lasts long. But with anything, everything's going to be, your experience is going to vary. Because not everything is 100%. So what do you plan on putting on the 50? What do you plan on putting into the 55? When I had my 60-gallon, which used to be over there, I used to have Mabunas in there, which were always lovely to watch. My 40-gallon breeder right there. I do have, what do I have in there right now? I have Congo tetras, some cherry barbs, some longfin cherry barbs, and like I think I have like 9 Pandagaras in there. I love those Pandagaras, by the way. I got them young, so they're still kind of small. I'm trying to see if I see one. I see one in there. It's always fun watching the Pandagaras kind of swimming around, munching on the biofilm. Yeah, it's a nice peaceful tank mostly. Kind of fun watching the two males kind of. The other night I was watching them. The two males in there, two male Congo tetras. They're kind of like sparring, which is kind of interesting to watch. Okay, so you're putting angels, a dither, and a cleanup crew. No, nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with that. Angels are pretty neat. It's just a matter of just and a dither. What kind of dither do you plan on putting in there? What kind of dithers are good for angels? Yeah, that's why I have the Panagars in there. Kind of a little bit of a cleanup crew, because they'll go after the leftover food as well. So when you feed and the food falls down, they'll actually go after that too. Mm. Yeah, when I was researching, I've heard of bayites. I know a lot of people. A lot of people have recommended bayites. Let's see here. I forget why I forgot why I didn't go with them. Let me find out. Oh yeah, okay. No, they're not bad. They're pretty good priced out. They're not too bad. Yeah, they're good priced. Not bad. Huh. Yeah, yeah. The one thing I found with the Inkbirds is they have two different probes now. They have the stainless steel one and the kind of the more enclosed one. The stainless steel one is the one that has the most problems in terms of shorting out, because it's not really technically waterproof. Even though if you look on like sites that says, oh, it's good for aquariums too, which it works good for aquariums until it decides to short out. But you definitely kind of want to waterproof the probes one way or another. I know some people recommend like putting like a layer of like silicone over them, but yeah, maybe we'll have to look into the bayites one of these days. But yeah, the meat ross I'm using does have the waterproof probe as well. Supposedly it's waterproof. I'll find out. If I have problems with down the road, I'll find out. But the nice thing about those is they do have a replaceable probe, which if the probe does go bad, you could just replace the probe without having to replace the whole unit. On your bayite temperature controller, have you had to replace the probe? Uh, I would like some green swords, but they have become expensive. We're in the 70s and do not want to leave a lot for the children to clean up when you're gone. Yeah, yeah, that's one thing you kind of worry about is like, okay, what happens when you're gone? Who's going to clean up your fish? Who's going to clean up your aquariums? Who's going to rehome them? I don't know about your children, but if your children are into aquariums too, I'm pretty sure they won't mind. But if they're not into aquariums, then yeah. So you kind of have to. That's one thing you might want to look into is look into like a plan. Check out maybe your local fish club. Maybe talk to someone there. See if anyone's willing to help take down your tanks after you're gone. That might be a solution for you. I'm sure a lot of people in the your hopefully you have a nice fish club where they'll have no problem helping you out with that. My experience my experience with fish clubs is there's a lot of nice people in there. A lot of people in there probably would have no problems. For them, it's probably gonna be a lot of free gear, a lot of new fishes. Oh, that's nice. That's nice to hear. That's nice that you never had to buy an extra. Well, it looks like you bought an extra, but you never had to use it. Yeah, on the ink birds, the ones with the rubberized tips, I don't think I ever had to replace. The ones I had with the stainless steel probe, I've had issues with those primarily because the water eventually does find its way in there. Ah, no local fish club. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Local fish clubs can be nice. Nice to have. I live in Southern California, so there's plenty of clubs out there. I know we have Coast, which is simply just a fish club by itself. We also have Scape, which is a aquascape fish club, and then we also have more like more more niche fish clubs as well. I think there's like a live barrel one and all that as well. Here. But if you kind of live in a remote area, that kind of gets uh, more harder to find. Yeah. Looks like you have a lot of fishing clubs there, but that's kind of different. I gotta change that. There we go. All filter. Oh, okay, all messages. Let me go back to that screen. Alrighty. So pretty much, I will have videos up. I do have a few videos on hang the back filters coming up. I do have plans to make one for actually calibrating those temperature controllers. Can't believe how the hobby has grown in my absence. Yeah, yeah. It has grown a lot from when I was a kid. But then again, when I was a kid, when we had our aquariums when I was a kid, it was just basically. I really never looked into it. The online presence wasn't out there as much as it is now. I think a lot of it is the online presence of things. Nowadays, you go on the internet and find all these kind of informational videos. A lot of knowledgeable people out there doing YouTube. A lot of people in forums that are really knowledgeable as well. A lot of ways to actually do good research rather than just throwing a bunch of fish in a tank and hoping for the best. It does make things easier, which just kind of it does lower the barrier to get into the hobby. I know there's a lot of people out there still who just get a tank, fill it with water, and put fish in, hope for the best. There's still people that do that, which is not always the best experience because next thing you know, you're putting these bala sharks and all these red tail catfish into an aquarium that really are not meant for these small tanks. Mexicali Fishkeeper asks a good question to Dick Signs. How long did you go away for? How long were you out of the hobby for? Because I know when I started this basic like 3 or 5 years ago, It was kind of small in there as well, and things just a lot of things nowadays, even within this 5 years, have totally expanded. You got new things coming out, better things to help the fish. Oh, you've been gone. You've been gone for 25 years. That's a long time. Long time. That's you definitely. There's a lot of definitely new things out there over those years. Never too late to go back into the hobby, I suppose. Yeah, I hear a lot of stories from back then. Let's see. Yes, husband looks at some fish, and I have to tell him no because they grow too large. Yeah, there's a lot of nice looking fish out there. It's like, oh man, I love those things. Oh, they look beautiful. They look beautiful. But then you realize, okay, they just grow too big. They just grow way too big. I know if you look at like roseline sharks, you look at them in the fish stores. They're like little things. They're like little things. But then you realize it's like they grow. They grow to actually be pretty large, and they do need a larger tank than what most people would have. But yeah, red tail cats is another one. Red tail catfish, which I really don't know why fish stores have them. I really think a lot of these fish in the fish stores really need to be more of a special order kind of thing. I mean, I don't believe in just outright banning them, but they should be special order more than just thrown into the fish store where anyone could grab them. Mexicali left around 92, came back in 2008, and it was a different thing. Yep. Back in '92, you're probably just the online community in '92 was just really not there. If you waited a couple of years, then you started getting the online. You started getting the like the bulletin board. You used to get the Usenet forums back then, but it's really not like once 1999 2000 rolls around, then the internet really started becoming a thing. But even then, you probably had a hard time finding things. Now though, it's like information is just right there at your fingertips. And I think a lot of it when you a lot of things that make the difference is going to be the access to information, which is what makes the internet it makes the internet a great thing. Although you do got to realize it also makes it a terrible thing because anyone could open up their YouTube channel, anyone could open up a forum, and just kind of you still got to learn how to disseminate that information out there. But it definitely helped. I think it has helped hobbies grow, not just the fish keeping community, but everywhere else. The biggest change was life plant selection. Yeah. If you go to Etsy, you go to eBay. There's lots of plant sellers on those sites. You can find any plant you pretty much want nowadays. Go on the sites and bam, your plant's there. The plant you want is there. It just depends on how much you want to spend, pretty much. A lot of that too. I mean, you do get access to a lot of different kinds of fishes as well. Hey, good morning, Fish Tanks Aquatics. Happy Easter. That's another nice thing as well. If you want a certain kind of fish, if you go to your local fish store, they might have something you like, but they might not. If you want something more specific, nowadays you can go online and find it and buy it. Although you do gotta find a good source for that. There's a lot of websites I would not order from. Dense fish is a good one to look at. I've also had good luck with Akahuna. Aquatic Arts is another nice one I've had. Dick Signs left before, discovered the internet, and just returned because I can have everything shipped here. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's the beautiful thing nowadays is you could have pretty much anything shipped. It's just a matter of just finding the right sources. One thing you do want to do is research those sources. You got to find the good sources. Like I've said, I've had good luck with Akahuna. I've had good luck with Dan's Fish. I've had good luck with Aquatic Arts. Yeah, yeah, local fish store, 6 hour round trip. Yep, yeah. I have a fish store down the street. It's probably like a 10-minute drive, one way. So 20-minute round trip. Although that I typically don't go to that fish store though, because basically I think it's a little overpriced. I typically go to one that's like 30 minutes away, which is still a lot shorter than the 6 hour round trip that you have to make. But yeah, it's nice being able to have things shipped. Hopefully your delivery your local delivery people are good about getting them to you. When I see live fish and live stuff I have to deliver, I'm typically making sure that it gets to them. I'll definitely knock on the door and make sure that they're there. Having a tank is very relaxing. Yeah, yeah, it is. It can be relaxing. It can also be a headache sometimes too, but it's fun watching. It's fun watching the fish swim around, watching their little behaviors. My fish tanks aquatics lucky to have two local fish stores within 20 minutes. Uh, Same boat, Yuma, Arizona. Yeah. Oh, also, so you're so Mexicali. You don't have any local fish stores near you. You drive all the way to San Diego to go to your local fish store over there. I used to I used to go down to San Diego. I used to check out their local fish stores. I used to go to I forget the name of the. There used to be one there I used to like. They changed owners there. I'm not too sure. It's been a while since I've been down there, but it's kind of going downhill. But um, but yeah, I have a bunch of fish stores around me to my fish tanks. Mexicali, which fish stores down in San Diego? Which fish stores do you go to down in San Diego? I know there's the aquatic warehouse, which was pretty nice, which is pretty large. It has a nice big tank in there. You also have the Aquarium Fish Depot. That's the one I was talking about. I know that how I found. Oh, Pet Zone. Oh yeah, Pet Zone is awesome. Pet Zone is awesome. Pet Zone actually does ship as well. But yeah, I did do a video on Pet Zone, by the way. Dick Signs bought my first plants from Marcus Fish Tanks in Texas. Mixed reviews. They were melting bad, and even though I purchased the heat pack, they did not use it, and some of the plants were sort of frozen. That's unfortunate. I've had good luck in terms of plants. I've had good luck with what's it called? I'll have to find the name of it. I forgot the name, but then again, this place is local to me, so that kind of helps me getting the plants. But yeah, Pet Zone. Did you ever go down to Mexicali and San Diego? Did you ever go to the aquarium? I don't know, is it aquarium warehouse or aquatic warehouse? One of those two. It's kind of close to Pet Zone, and you also have a Aquarium Fish Depot down in San Diego as well. The Aquarium Fish Depot, I actually visited before they opened. Actually did a video before they opened there as well. I think they went downhill a little bit, but another one in San Diego is Pet Kingdom as well. That was nice. That's a nice little store, which actually has some kind of, it's more of a pet store, but it does have a huge fish area. Let me find out. Let me find out. Let me see what. Let me find the. Oh, okay. It was your video that helped me find Pet Zone and Aquarium Fish Depot. Oh, that's good. How did you like those two stores? I did also do one on the. I forget if it's called Aquatic Warehouse or Aquarium Warehouse, but I really wasn't able to get a lot of videos because they kind of started getting a little bit finicky about me recording there. Um, yeah, I should probably go back down to San Diego. Probably do one at Pet Kingdom too. That was a pretty decent one as well. What's the name of that other? I'm trying to find out this one where I used to buy plants online. Get the name of the store. I've had good luck with. Is it this one? No, that's not it. Darn. It's on the tip of my tongue here, but I can't. I just want to make sure I get the name right. I have to search my eBay history here. Rosie Barbs, Wandering Jew. Yeah, loves Pet Zone. Yeah, Pet Zone's nice. Pet Zone actually has two locations. Aquarium Fish Depot, yeah, it wasn't the same. Yeah, it did. That's the one thing I've noticed. It did take it changed management. It just nosed over real fast. When Ron was there, Ron was awesome there. I guess he decided to get out of the business and sell it off. And I think it's actually been through a couple. I think it's been through a couple different management changes there. Uh, I don't know if you ever Scales fish tanks or fish design. Scales used to work down there at Aquarium Fish Depot. He was always great to talk to down there. I don't think he's still there anymore, but I know with Aquarium Fish Depot it did go downhill. Now they're kind of changing, and now I think a new management person's taking over, and they're kind of Sam, that's his name, Sam Scales. Yeah, it definitely did go. Now they're kind of getting to like salt water, and I used to love it when it was just all fresh water. Because you don't really find that kind of a huge freshwater. Probably because the money's really not in it. Yeah, Sam Scales. Yeah, I talked to him a few times when I was down there. Uh, darn, I can't. Oh, is it? No. What is what is the name of this web store? Okay, Aquarium Plants Factory. That's the name. Okay, Aquarium Plants Factory is another website I've had good experience. Mm. Alrighty. On the subject of cycling a new tank with no available biosource, you have deep substrate with a fine gravel cap. Planted now for 11 days. Do you need to use ammonia to cycle it? There's lots of different ways to cycle it. I'm assuming if you have like dead plant matter, eventually that'll probably get a cycle started. But you probably do have some. You probably have some melting off. You probably have some plant matter to feed stuff. You could always just use a little bit of fish food in there to cycle that up as well. But you definitely do need to at least make sure you have a good cycle started. But if you need a biosource, a little bit of fish food would work for that too. Last time Mexicali was in there, they had a young kid who started bringing in saltwater fish. I guess the kid had or has a YouTube channel which allowed him to buy into Aquarium Fish Depot. Aquarium Plants Factory. Yeah, Aquarium Plants Factory has been nice for me. They've had good plans, but I really do need to preface this. Aquarium Plants Factory actually ships pretty local to me. I mean, it's not like really local, but it's probably not even an hour's drive from me. So when they ship stuff, it does probably get to me faster than it probably would get to you. But I've always had good experience with them. I know one time though I did get some Sagittaria from them, which did arrive melted. But they were nice, and they actually shipped out a new batch, which came to me excellent. They are good at fixing the issues that they do have. I know Aquatic Arts has a selection of plants too. Hey, Fin-tastic, Happy Easter. Melting plants, and I've been adding a bit of fish. Yeah. I'll probably just, you probably have fish food lying around. I'll probably just use a little bit of fish food, get that cycle started. You just need something to get the cycle started. You just need to get something in there to create nitrates in the water, or nitrites in the water, ammonia in the water. Fish food would probably work better. You don't necessarily need to. I wouldn't use ammonia, but I know people have used ammonia, just throwing ammonia in there, but I'd probably just do it the more traditional way and just get the cycle going by having fish food decomposing in there. Ah, cool. It just started pouring raining right now. My Fish Tanks Aquatic says just buy a bottled bacteria to start the tank with, and just follow the instructions on the bottle. Yeah, that's another way. I know Fritz makes one. There's a lot of quick start stuff out there. I've never really tried the bottle bacteria. I typically just get it started by the fish food. Marcus fish tanks have not been good about dealing with the issues. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But yeah, like I said, Aquarium Plants Factory. I had an issue. They gladly just shipped a new one out, and that's even after they even went beyond to what their actually return policy was for me. I don't think it was because I have a YouTube channel or anything like that, but they were nice about shipping me out a new set. How they are now, I really don't know. Your experience will always, of course, always vary. I'm pretty sure some people probably had excellent reviews with Marcus fish tanks. Unfortunately for you, you didn't. You have quick start by API, and it says not to add until you have livestock. Let me see what Fritz's says. Let me see. I know you have Fritz, you have Turbo Start. Yeah, one for freshwater and saltwater. Let me see what the instructions say on that. Let me see here. Let me see what I'm looking at. Let me see if I can find the instructions on this on here. Da, 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 da. Okay, reading. Let me post a link of what I'm reading. This, of course, is an affiliate link. Looking at right now, I'm looking at Fritz's Turbo Start 700 for freshwater. I don't know what the actual instructions are on this, but that's what I'm trying to look into. That's what I'm looking at right now. Basically, it's saying, let's see here. Turbo Start 700 reduces fish loss due to toxic levels of ammonia and nitrite. Establishing colonies of nitrifying bacteria without Fritz-Zyme can take weeks. Fritz-Zyme's TurboStart completely cycles aquariums in 5 days or less, allowing for safe, immediate addition of livestock. TurboStart may be added to new tanks or established systems anytime the biofilter needs fortification, including after water changes, aggressive cleaning, and adding new livestock, medicating, or changing filter media. So to me, I'd probably maybe look at this. It might be a decent one. I don't see any specific instructions. Let me do it this way. Let me see here. Let me pull it. Let me go to the actual website and see what it pulls up. Let me see if I can pull up the actual instructions on their website. That might be a better thing than rather than looking at the Amazon page. Let me see here. Let me go to just to show you where I'm at. I'm actually on the Fritz's website right now. Fritz's Aquatics. Let me look at the. Let me find Turbo Start. Here it is. Turbo Start 700. Turbo Start 700. Actually has a 6-month shelf life. Directions and dosages. Oh, here you go. Here's the instructions. For new systems, dose 1 ounce per 50 gallons. Shake well before dosing. To decrease cycling time, Fritz TurboStart 700 can be safely used up to 5 times recommended dosage. For best results, maintain ideal water parameters noted below and use Fritz-Zyme's TurboStart before the expiration on the package. All chlorine and chloramines must be removed beforehand. Okay. Nitrifying bacteria require ammonia and nitrite to survive. In new systems, introduce livestock or other ammonia sources like fishless fuel to start cycling. So there you go. So it looks like this. You might have to add livestock as well, or you might have to add a or you need to add another ammonia source. Fritz's suggestion: fishless fuel to start the cycling. So it looks like you still need some kind of ammonia source to get that going. I think that's probably why I'm guessing that's why Quick Start by API is saying to add the not add it until you add livestock. I'm guessing that's the reason why. I think that's probably why they're saying, because it looks like you still need an ammonia source. Let me see here, fishless fuel. And Fritz is recommending a product called Fishless Fuel, which they sell. It's their product, which is on Amazon for $10.99. So I guess that's I guess that's probably the reasoning why you probably still do need a yeah. So I'm guessing this would work. I'm guessing this would work with API as well. It'll probably work with API's Quick Start as well. So if you had some kind of so I'm guessing that's the science behind it. I'm guessing that's the science behind it, where you have to use it to get the cycle going. So I guess even with the quick starts, you still do need an ammonia source. You still need ammonia in the tank, because those nitrifying bacteria do need something to feed off of. So I guess that's the science is there. I think the science makes sense there. So if you either have to add fish, like a quick start saying, or you need to add pneumonia. And I'm assuming if you already have the quick start by API, if you get like the like Fritz's suggestion, the fishless fuel, you'll probably be fine. Or if you add just decaying, or if you just have decaying fish food in there, that'll probably work as well. You just need something for the stuff to feed off of. doing all this research has kept my mind busy. Yeah, it does. It does. The one thing I've always fell into those rabbit holes where I'll be looking at something and I dive deep. I go deep into researching stuff, and it's like, okay, what fish goes with this? What does it need? What does it need? What does it need? And I spend hours upon hours upon hours of just focusing on the subjects. I'll be on the computer just like looking at all this information out there. I'll start at noon in the afternoon. All of a sudden, it's like 10 p.m. I'm like, oh crap, where did my day go? Just because I'm like just looking at all these things online, finding out, okay, what fish goes with what, and what does fish need in terms of water quality, and all the other fun stuff, and how to get things started. But it could definitely be a task. A lot of times I find myself also doing that research, and like I have one thing in mind. I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Oh, cool, okay. And I research that, and next thing you know, I find something else out there. I'm like, oh man, that looks cool. I want that instead. And then I'm like spending hours on that, and it's like, I just find myself going from one rabbit hole to another. Which, yeah, I could spend I could spend hours on YouTube watching videos all day long too if I really got that far. But I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Just had to get myself something to drink here. Alrighty. So Dick Signs, the local fish store is that's a 6-hour drive away from you. How good of a fish store is it actually? hopefully you have a good one at least, even if you're driving 6 hours to get to one. Just out of curiosity. I know I do have a lot of fish stores to choose from out here. Some are obviously better than others. Some I wouldn't step into for a variety of reasons. The one closest to me, it's a good store. It's a nice store. They have good quality stock there. I just find them to be pricier than I'd like. But it's not as pricier as one I know that's close to me, which is A, overpriced, and B, questionable livestock. That's the one thing I don't like about that one. It's like the question. I never had luck with their livestock, and they're pricey to begin with. But Luckily, I actually do have one I like, primarily because the owner's nice. I mean, it's a really small one. It's a really small fish store, but he's pretty good at being able to bring in things that you want. Like, so if he doesn't carry it, he'll actually source it out for you. Which is always nice to have in a fish store. If they don't have something, then they could bring it in. Actually, speaking Mexicali, yes I have Mexicali. I actually have a couple videos from Nolan's, and that's actually the fish store I was just talking about. That's small, but he's nice. He'll actually source things out. I think it's a nice fish store. I mean, yeah, it's small. He typically focuses more on cichlids more than anything. So he has more cichlids more than anything. But I've never had any issues with him sourcing out stuff. Like I said, I've my African butterfly fish I have in my 20-gallon long. He sourced that out, and I was able to pick that up from him. He got three. I bought two. One of them I had to rehome, but and no one's I think a nice guy. I think he's a nice business to support. I know I was on a live stream. I know Dr. Anthony is not impressed by it, but I'm talking about Dr. Anthony from Amazon Research Center for Ornamental Fish, which is a nice organization, by the way. You might want to check out. They deal with setting up the aquarium stuff in I think it's Peru. They have a little thing there, but it is a small store. He does focus on cichlids. You could definitely check out my video on it. You'll probably see you'll see what I mean. It is a small store, mainly focusing on cichlids. There's a few other stores. If you're out this way, 405 Tropical Fish. That's my other go-to. That's my other go-to fish store. It's a small hole in the wall kind of fish store, but it's a nice fish store. The people there are great. It has really good prices as well. I've just never, with 405 Tropical Fish, I've never really gone in there and asked them if they could source stuff though. I'm sure they probably can, but I've never asked them. Another fish store out here you might want to check out is if you're ever in the area over here, Mexicali, is what's that name of the place? It's kind of more towards Long Beach, which is Age of Aquariums. That's more in Long Beach. That's I always kind of like visiting there. It's just a little bit too more. It's too much out of the way. Oh yeah, Fish Case. Yeah, CK Fish World's a nice one as well. It's like Age of Aquariums. That's kind of a bit out of the way for me, but I do like going up there once in a while. CK Fish World's another nice place. I typically always forget about that because that's kind of way up there for me. That's up in the like West Covina area. But yeah, Nolan's is. Keep in mind if you go to Nolan's Aquarium, it is a small fish store. Mainly on I've always had good experiences with them. I've always got good quality stock from them. There's one down towards Huntington Beach, which is kind of neat because they have like this little pond area in there. They actually have little stingrays and sharks you could actually feed, which is kind of neat. Let me see here. I probably have a small video from that one. I don't think I ever did a video on those, but let me see here. Oh wait, going accidentally. Ah, there we go. Okay, let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can find one of my videos. Oh no, that's why. Okay, never mind. I can't go there, unfortunately. Alrighty. I'll have to do some of these. I have to do one of these. I'll have to do. I'll have to do a fish store tours in some of these one of these days. Mexicali fish keeper just found out you could write off my mileage when I travel to the fish store, so I'll be visiting more fish stores this year. Yep, that's a beautiful thing. You could actually write off mileage to fish stores as part of being in the hobby. Also, you could also do that if you're doing a YouTube channel, and you can write off as a business expense. So Mexicali, are you? I'm gonna have to check it. Do you have a channel, Mexicali? Do you have a YouTube channel? Do you do videos as well? Let's see. Dick signs. I've been avoiding the shippers that are east of the Mississippi. Yeah. Although if you are doing any east of the Mississippi, Aquatic Arts is pretty good. I live in California. I've got fish from them. I've never had a problem with Aquatic Arts. Although they do. I think they ship UPS. Aquatic Arts is in Indiana. I've never had a problem with them shipping out to California. I've always had decent experiences with them. Oh, be 1 second here. Uh, all right. Small, but yes. Yeah. I'll have to check out your channel, Mexicali. But yeah. Now, Mexicali, do you do those write-offs as the hobby, or do you do it more off for the YouTube channel? Because I know my tax person has written off stuff for me for the aquarium hobby. Good morning, Jeff Kane. Happy Easter. Welcome to the Easter hangout. Just more of a random live stream more than a specific topic. Kind of right now, I think we're talking about local fish stores and shipping and all kinds of random stuff. Next week, I'll get more into just a specific topic. But let's see here. Sorry, still early for me, so I kind of have to stretch once in a while. Hobby, but since YouTube send me money, I can offset the earnings. Dave, you haven't been to Mexicali's channel yet. I'm failing the community. No, it's okay, Jeff. It's okay, Jeff. I just recently got back into the swing of things. I was gone for the last 2 years off of this YouTube fish community, the FishTube community, primarily because I've been working. But yeah, I still need to check out a lot of the new channels that popped up. You see me actually. Let me go do that right now. Let me see here. Mm-hmm. And we go do that right now. Let me see what we have here. Mexicali Fish Keeper. Had a little trailer gun. Do a lot of shorts. Yeah, so that's one thing that's one thing I'm trying to get to a point where I could actually get YouTube sending me some money again, or at all. But oh, cool. You looks like, oh yeah, there's a lot of videos in here I think I'm gonna like. Just by looking at what I'm here. Oh, I'm glad you found me too. But yeah, it's kind of funny before a a lot of the stores I've been to, because I've seen your store tours. Oh, that's great. That's great to hear from Mexicali. Yeah, I used to do a lot of videos, primarily because back when I was doing videos, I was working retail, which I had the time to do these videos. I had the time to do these live streams. Then I got a new job with the people in blue that deliver your packages in mail, which kind of threw things off because I was working 60-hour weeks. I was tired when I got home from work. I was tired I was exhausted, and I didn't have time to do videos. The funny thing is since I was gone for those 2 years, YouTube relaxed their monetization records. Because before I had the watch time. I had the 3,000, 4,000 hours of watch time. I just didn't have the subscribers. Then all of a sudden, when I was out of the YouTube game for a while, they actually lowered the subscriber count to 500. And I'm like, oh man, I could have been monetized if I stuck with it, because I had the watch time hours. I just didn't have the subscribers. Back then I was stuck at like 800, 900. Surprisingly, during this two years, being the 2 years hiatus I took, I actually got over the 1,000 subscribers. I'm at like 1,028 right now. So I have that. I have the subscriber count. I just don't have the watch hours. But it would be nice to actually reach that point where I could actually get some of the money in. That way, I could actually help support this hobby. I could actually spend more time going out and looking for new products to test and all that. So is it true you guys is it true that you guys like to play soccer with boxes that say live fish? No, but we are trained. We are trained. If we see a box on the ground, to do a kick test before we pick it up. We are literally trained to do a kick test. Now, of course, that does sound a little worse than what it really is. The kick test is you just tap it lightly with your foot to see how heavy it is. But no, we're not taught to play soccer with boxes. If it does say live fish, I typically do. If it says live fish or live animals, I typically take care of those. If I do personally take that out, that's the first thing I deliver. Even if it's not the first part of my route, I still deliver that first. And I typically try to knock on the door and make sure someone's there. Although I will say I've been seeing this a lot lately, where they actually do keep it at the post office on hot days, and I guess they call the customer. Jeff Kane is, I'm not sure if I want to get monetized anymore. Is there a reason why you don't want to be monetized, Jeff Kane, out of curiosity? Just out of curiosity. I just want to be monetized. That way I could justify buying things. Primarily to make that way, because I really, even though I do work at the post office, keep in mind this view does not I do not represent the post office by saying this, but I really don't get a lot of money for working them, because a lot of it does go into my health care and a lot of it goes into my retirement plan. Oh, taxes. Yeah, I mean, taxes, yeah, but keep in mind you are paying taxes on it, but you are also making more. just because you make more doesn't mean you're getting taxed more than what you would. But I guess if you're on the cusp of a different tax bracket, maybe. But then again, you're only getting taxed on the higher tax bracket on the monies that you make above that tax bracket. Now, keep in mind, I'm not a tax professional, so any advice I'm giving right here as a tax, in terms of taxes, don't go buy them. But yeah, taxes is a big thing. I did start doing this one program where I do receive stuff for free to review, which I could be paying a lot of taxes on that stuff. Mexicali, yeah, but anything fish related can be written off, especially all the subscriptions you donate. Well, also Mexicali, with my tax person, even if you're not doing YouTube, you could do it as a hobby. You could get stuff written off as a hobby. But definitely consult a tax professional on that. But yeah, I primarily want to do it just so I can get some kind of money in. That way, I could buy products to test. There's a couple things videos I do where I did get the item for free, but not a lot of them. But a lot of the stuff I do buy is stuff I actually bought out of my own pocket, which of course my wifey doesn't quite like because that's spending money. Yeah, definitely, Jeff. You should be writing off all the donations you do. That would definitely help. Yeah. Dick Sign says, do you have a CPS, Jeff? Ours was well worth the investment when we had our dairy business. Yeah, I would recommend if you're doing anything advanced, like having a business, doing a hobby, I would recommend getting an accountant to actually do your taxes. I know you can go online. You could do your taxes that way and go through these websites and do them. But definitely get an actual accountant to do your taxes. It's amazing what things that they could find to actually. It's amazing what things that they could find to do tax write-offs. Anthony Fishy Friends, I think I hid my kids' Easter basket a little too well, about 45 minutes to find. Jeff Kane, CPA, certified public accountant. Actual tax professional. A person could look into your accounting. Yeah, I would definitely recommend that as well. Because I found one. This was before YouTube, before anything. This was still when I was actually doing a fish aquarium hobby. But they actually said, "Oh, you do aquarium stuff too? Oh, you could write some of that stuff off, right?" I'm like, oh, cool. Supposedly, you could write off losing a lot of tickets. Yeah, you could write off your gambling loses apparently. Yep, you can write off your gambling losses. I will look into it more. I've been holding off on a small business license because of the tax headaches. Yeah. All that stuff, all the licensing crap, that's all kind of a big freaking headache. But it's always nice to have some kind of tax professional look into things for you. But yeah, like I said, I just want to get so I could actually have more videos to do, and having a little money rolling in that kind of helps. So definitely, if you want to support me, check out my store, aquariumthoughts.com. Dick Sign says, I did all my own taxes until I remarried in '99, and my husband used a CPA. It was nice. Yeah, I used to do my own taxes in terms of like those websites like TurboTax and the like, and I found out actually going to a tax person, it's much better. I'm not saying go to like H&R Block or Tax Liberty or Liberty Tax or anything like that, but actually go to a actual tax professional. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, this is my logo. I inverted it. I inverted the colors and I just turned it into grayscale. That's all I did. This, of course, you can find on my website. Well, not yet. I don't think you can find it yet, but you see here. But I will be putting this design live soon. I don't think I have it live yet, but I will be putting it up soon. Yeah, this is my website. Let me see here. Yeah, this right here. This is actually the colored design of my logo. Yeah, Anthony's Fishy Friends. I made it a negative, and then I actually. Oh no, I pretty much inverted the colors, and then I turned it into grayscale. Yeah, it does look like a negative of my logo. Definitely cool. I like it. I like how it turned out. I definitely like the way it turned out. So let me do this. Let me do this right now. I'm actually going to put this design live on my. I'm going to put this design live on my website right now as we speak. One thing I meant to do earlier, I just never got around to it because I woke up a little bit late and I went to go pick up my mother-in-law from work, and then I got there and I found out that she eventually found her way home. Let me see here. Let me find this and let me make this one live. Because right now I do have it. I didn't want to. I did not want to put it live until I actually showed it off first. This one I call my Blackwater logo. There. Now it's gonna be active. Although do I need to change the prices? Do I need to change the prices? No, I'll keep it. I'll keep it at that price right now. I'll keep it at that price right now. I might lower it a little bit soon. There we go. Now it should be live on my site. Let's see here. Let me see if I have it there. Let me see. Let me see if I have it there. It should be live now. It should be live. Yep, there it is. Right there. There it is. It's live now. It is live. Uh, opinion. Do you think 19.99 is too much for this shirt, or should I lower it a little bit? I think for shipping, I think it's gonna be shipping wise. I think it's like $4 for shipping. I try to keep the price where I can kind of have some money in there for support, but not too much where it's too expensive. I might, yeah, I'll consider it. But yeah, I do love the way it came out. I think the oh, that's not what I want to do. I want to go back to the main screen where this is another thing. This is another thing I purchased. Another thing I made. This is actually on the website as well. Although I really don't know if anyone wants a garden. I don't know if anyone wants a garden banner of my logo, but it is a better price than others who charge $25 and up for their logo shirts. Actually, you know what? I think what I might do. Let me see here. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see how much I charge for my big logo, my regular logo. Let me see how much I have that for. But I think my regular logo one. I think my regular logo one I have at $17.99. Let me see how much. Now, keep in mind if you buy the extra large or if you go up too much in size, it does charge more. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna lower this. I'm gonna lower it a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna lower it. All right, give me a second here. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lower it a little bit. Let me see here. Since it's a new item, I'm not going to go too low. But then I really don't want to go too high either. Yeah, not good for merch advice. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I just do this for fun. If people buy it, great. If not, oh well. But let me see here. Yeah, let me do it this way. Let me do it this way. Anthony's Fisher Friend says I buy shirts at $20. Now, Anthony, is it $20 with shipping or without shipping? Is that with shipping or without shipping? Let's go down to $18.99. How about that? Now, keep in mind this is for, I think, for sizes up to extra large. The 2X and the up are typically a little bit more pricey because the cost of them are a little bit more. Unfortunately, the larger sizes cost more. Unfortunately, to make. And I try to stick with the same company I've been making these out of because I've had good experiences. One little tip: if you're buying a lot of if you're buying like merch shirts, depending on who you buy them from, I know a lot of people, like I do. I use a print on demand service, which basically prints them on the shirt. I would recommend washing them. When you wash them inside out. All of my shirts are work shirts except the shirts I win on giveaways. Yeah. I'll probably have another. I'll probably do another giveaway eventually. So keep that in mind. I'll probably do another. Even the prices on your larger sizes are great. Let me see here. I'm actually going to be lowering these by $1, changing them down to $18.99 for most sizes. I'm just hoping I'm doing this right. Gotta make sure I put the decimal in the right place. Yeah, I don't think they should cost too much. I might revisit these eventually, but Jeff Kane's not a fancy person. Hmm. Yeah, because my regular logo with the colors in them, I sell those for starting at $17.99. Primarily because, yeah, I really don't think people are going to buy these, but it is what it is. Let me see here. Oh, you're not seeing the one I have on yet? Okay, let me check. Let me check that. Give me a second here. It shows on my side, but hey, the Zen Ginger, how's it going? Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to be back. I think I have these. I think I have these at $19.99. Yeah, it's good to be back. I had to take a couple years of hiatus because of work. It's nice to see you. I know. I used to do the early mornings, late night streams, but with work, I can't do that. It's just too late. I have to go to work in the morning. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let me see. There. It should be live. Let me see here. Yeah, maybe it's just going to take some time to work out there. There we go. Alrighty. There we go. Perfect. Okay. The Blackwater Aquarium Thought shirt sleeve shirt is now $18.99 instead of $19.99. Uh, what I probably will do as well is I will do another live stream with actual giveaway. I'm not gonna do it this morning. I'll do that at a later point in time. I know back when I was doing my live streams, when I was doing my late night live streams, I used to do a lot of giveaways. I'll get back to that eventually as well. Hopefully, eventually, hopefully this design becomes live shortly for everyone else. Zen Ginger. Yeah, I had to take a hiatus. I would love to get back on Thursday nights after Ed, and after I guess skippers nowadays, but I can't stay up as late as I used to because I have to wake up early at like 6 a.m. in the morning, which is 9 o'clock Eastern, and that's just going to be too much for me. But hopefully you're watching my videos too, Zen. Okay, hopefully I'll still be around when you hop back in. Goddamn typos. Yeah. Why? Okay, I see why now. Okay. But yeah, let me see here. Yeah, so if I'm looking at my Blackwater aquarium thoughts, let me see if I go to as then does the one in my bio does it have www.aquariumthoughts in front of it? Try without the www. Oh, let me see here. Why? Give me a second. I think if I go to because that's one thing I do need to fix. I do need to fix that because I think if you do it one way, it doesn't show up, but if you go to another way, it does show up. I have to go into my settings and get that fixed. Zen type put www in front of it. If you put www.aquariumthoughts.com, it should pop up. Yeah, that's one thing I need to fix. Darn it. Let me post a link in the chat and let me see if you have any problems with it. Try that link right there, Zen. Yeah, try the link in the chat. I really need to get this fixed before I technically go live with it. I know in Chrome it works fine for me in Chrome. Any which way it works perfectly for me in Chrome, but when I use like Firefox, it doesn't quite work. I need to get that fixed. I just haven't had the time to look into it yet, but I will get that. I will get that fixed. Yeah, I'll need to put that in my bio. I need well, first of all, Zen, I needed to get it to work where if you just type in aquariumthoughts.com, it goes there. I need to get that fixed more than just a link in the bio, because if I'm saying aquariumthoughts.com, most people are going to type in aquariumthoughts.com. They're not going to type in the www. I think it's something in my domain settings I need to fix. But like I said, it works perfectly for me to find any which way when I do it in Chrome, and that's what I mostly use. But yeah, it should be live. It should be live. Just a matter of it's just a matter of getting in the right spot. Let me see. Let me see if I could. This is the other version of my logo I kind of played with. I kind of like the grayscale better though. Let me see if I could pull it up. Yeah, this is the other way, but I think I like it in the the grayscale better. This one has more purples, but it has red in it. Kind of looks like dripping blood, but I could fix that in editing. But you see, Is it sharing? Let me see. I don't think it's sharing. No, it's sharing. It's just gonna pop up in the second of the live stream. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, this is my other kind of. This is just inverted, but I had to turn it into grayscale as well because I like the way it looked in grayscale better. It could just be YouTube because it won't even accept a link in chat without the HTTP parts. Maybe it's not your domain. Let me see, because it won't even accept a link in chat without the HTTP parts. Maybe it's not your domain. Have you tried sending it an email to see if that works? Yeah, I'll have to check. You like the Sage one with the negative? It will look good on a green shirt. Yeah, actually, I'll be right. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Give me a second here. I do love the logo in green, but I already have a green shirt in green. But I will be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. But yeah, this is my shirt with the regular logo. This is of course in the green I have. I do love my logo in green. That's the only reason why I got blue in this one. I think it looks good in the darker blues. But this shirt's a couple years old. This is back when I was before I took my hiatus. Still looks nice. I mean, yeah, it has some issues around the A, but this has been washed a number of times. It's actually holding up pretty well, I think. Now, of course, when you're buying these shirts, especially if you're buying it from anyone doing these shirts kind of thing, they're most likely using a print on demand like I am. Always wash them inside out. It'll hold up much better if you're washing them inside out. Just for a disclaimer. Just for a disclaimer, if it does after a while, it does kind of get sometimes I had like experience like this. Like this is my Tank Boss shirt. It's kind of this one I wore more. This one I did wear more, which means I washed more as well. Eventually, over time, it will kind of get like that. So, but it should last like at least a year. But keep in mind, you'd want to wash them inside out. But yeah, this one definitely. I might have used a different provider on that one as well. But this one's really. Whoops. This one has really held up good. Which I'm hoping these will too. So I think I found a provider on that. Yeah, I don't think there's a channel that Zen is not a moderator somewhere. Zen. Lots of folks don't like me. They probably don't like you because they're idiots on streams. Yeah, that's the hard part about having to be a moderator is you're probably gonna get a few people not liking you because they probably say something stupid, whether on purpose or accident, and then you have to moderate them, and then they get upset at you for it. But we appreciate you being mods because basically the internet's full of idiots out there. Let me see here. Let me see. Do I have it? Do I have that? Let me see here. Let me find where I'm at. Do I have that shirt in Sage? Sure, this one. What colors do I have this in? I forget what. I really forget what colors I have this shirt in. Oh no, I've had 5 years now to really irritate people. Yeah. Yeah, can't please everyone. The moment you realize that, the sooner. Let's see, sage. Oh yeah, there you go. I do have it in sage. I should probably put it in the forest screen too, I think. But yeah. Yeah, I have it in sage. Let me see. What color do I have it in? What color is this? I think this one is. I think this is the heather. I think this one is the heather midnight, if I'm not mistaken. Let me find out what color I purchased. I forget which color I have. Let me see. We go to my print provider, and I could type right today. If I could type right today, I'll be perfect. You see, this color is the. What color is this one? Catalog orders. Sage is nice, but I was talking about the purple logo you said you were playing with. Yeah, okay. No. I will probably have to. I will probably add that as well. I don't know when, but I'll probably add that as well. I do need to do some fixing. I need what I do need to fix on that purple one. I do need to fix the red in it because I don't want to send out a shirt that looks like it has the letters dripping in blood. Because when I inverted the colors, the design has blue down there, and when it gets inverted, it turns red. And I really don't want that. That would be a simple fix for me to do. I don't want it to look like it's dripping blood. Let's see, what color do I have? What color do... Got to figure out which sample is which. Nope, that's not the right one. That's not the right order. Need to find the right order. The Heather Midnight. The Heather Midnight. The shirt I'm wearing now is in the Heather Midnight Navy. That's the one. Yeah. So this is the shirt color I bought. This is the shirt color right here I bought. This is how it turned out. But yeah, I'll fix that and get that up as well. I do like it in the. I do like it more, a little bit more in the grayscale. Yeah, I really do like the way that the purple came out. I really do like the way that the purple one came out. I just don't like the red. This red is a little off-putting. As you can see, it looks like it's dripping blood. Which is not. I don't think it's a good look. especially when you're dealing with live animals. Yeah, but eventually I will get into. I will get back into doing some giveaways eventually as well. I could change that red to any color. I might do maybe a. I don't know. Do you think it'd be look better with a green or a blue? Actually, no. Let me do this. Give me a second here. Let me do this. Fun thing of being on a computer while doing this is I can do a lot of different things. Let me find it. Let me open it. Let me find it. Mess around with it. I'm not gonna get too far into it, but let me see here. Need a color picker. Where's my color pickers? I need to find the colors. Opacity, background color fill. I really need to find the color selectors. Okay, there. That's what I need to be into. Let me do it in green. Do it in green. Let me play around with that. Oh, this is gonna take a lot. It's gonna be taking a little bit longer than expected. I'll have to play around. I'll have to play around with it later. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. It looks like I will have to do this later because it looks like it's gonna be a little bit more difficult than I thought it was gonna be. So I will have to do a little more zooming in than I thought I was gonna have to do. Let me see here. No, I could do this. I could do this. See here. Let me see here. Oh, okay. Nope, 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 nope. I see why. I have the wrong color put in. Okay. All right. Let me see. Let me see if I get this working here. I need to zoom in more. There we go. There we go. Perfect. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I need to play with it, which is it. Give me a second here. Let me see how this turns out. All right. I don't want to overwrite it. I want to export it as something else. All right. There we go. All right. Just a little bit. Just playing around with it a little bit. Let me go back to. Let me go back to this. How about a blue-green like a turquoise? Yeah, maybe. All right. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I just changed it a little bit. I don't know if you could see that. But around the M, I changed it to green, just a regular green. I didn't change it. I didn't change it how I like it completely, but there we go. How does the green that one? Yeah, that's definitely much better than the red. Because I was thinking more blue. I was thinking more blue personally, but let me play around with blue. Let me see how blue would look. Yeah, I like that blue. Okay. I'm just gonna change the red, the dark, deep reds in there. Let me see how the blue turns out. Let me see how that turns out. Give me a second here. Let me save this. Let me export this. The turquoise would match some of the tail highlights. Okay. Yeah, true. Okay, let me. Well, the fun thing about working on a computer is you can change anything you want. Let me see. There we go. There we go. I don't know if you could see it, but it is in the. It's in the M as well. It is in the M as well, which is right there. I think I like that. I think I like it. I think I like it that way. I think. Although I don't know if I want to keep the stripes that way or not. I'll have to play around with it. I'll have to play around with it to make it nice. I'll have to play around with it. But there is in blue and there is in green. Of course, I'm looking at a larger image, and I could play zoom in. I could still see the red, but it doesn't really stand out as blood. That looks purple on your screen. Yeah, it does. I think a lot of it. I think a lot of it is the. There's still red stripes on there. There's still red stripes on there, which kind of makes it look like it's purple. I got rid of the red, if I also filled in the if I filled in the red stripes on there, it'll probably change as well. Let me do that as well, and it'll look more. If I get rid of these red stripes, it will look more blue. There we go. Okay, that will probably look more blue. Let me refresh it. Give me a second here. I gotta save it first. There we go. Let me refresh this. Now it might look, yeah, now it looks more blue. It was looking purple because you also had like these red stripes in it. I could probably touch up. I'll probably have to touch up a little bit more too, but now it looks more blue. But definitely a lot better than the red. Well, I guess there's one more thing I could do here. Give me a second here. Let me use my color picker here. Let me that there, and there we go. Let's see here. And let me change these red stripes in there too. I'll probably have to do a little more retouching on this if I want to do it this way, but there we go. This will be good. This will be good enough for a proof of concept here. Any of the colors in the fish part of your logo. All right, let me see if this comes out. Give me a second here. Still playing with the M. Still playing with the M. There we go. And there's the turquoise. Let me zoom in. Let me zoom in a little bit more. There you go. I'll probably have to get rid of those little red dots in there though. I don't know how well that'll print out. Yeah, those stripes will show up on the print as well. Looking at my picture right here, those stripes will come out. What I might do. Yeah, let me play with the U right here. Let me play with the U right here. Let me play with the U right here. Let me experiment right here. Let me see how this comes out. There we go. Perfect. Okay. The stripes are good in the first part of the M. Yeah. Yeah. Let me play around with this. Let me save this one. I just need to get rid of all the red in there. That's all. Which is not too bad. It'll take some time to do all the letters. I'm going to refresh this. There we go. And that, of course, is more with the stripes. Because I don't know. I don't know if I like the red in there. Because I don't know how it's going to print out. That's my concern. Or that's. Yeah, I don't know. I think with the blue stripes, I think that looks a little more janky. I think I could deal with those little red dots in there. I don't think that'll be a problem. But my concern is how it's gonna print out. That would be my concern. Which is one of the main reasons why I did go with the inverted colors with the grayscale as well. The grayscale typically kind of hid those imperfections better than the they hid those imperfections more. Yeah, I think also. There we go. Yeah, I do not know about the others, but I agree with you that the red needing to go. Yeah, I do think so too. The way it was with the red, it kind of looks like the letters. It just looks like the letters are dripping blood, which is not something not something I think is a good look. You know, if my YouTube channel was about murder and stuff like that, then probably. But yeah, I don't. Okay, sorry, I had to change mics. I had to change mics. I don't know when my mic went out, but now I have sound again. I should have sound again, but yeah. Yeah, I don't really don't like those reds because it does kind of look like the letters are dripping blood, which is not something I want. If my YouTube channel was about murder, then maybe, but it's a Halloween edition. Yeah, true, Mexicali. It's the Halloween edition. It's the murder edition. The murder, which is not something I want. I really don't like killing fish. Although if it's a Halloween edition, I think I'll have to change those colors in the blues to more orange. We'll be right back after these technical difficulties. Yeah, I forgot to change the I forgot to charge my microphones. I've been doing a lot of recording on these things and didn't charge them up, which is a good thing. I have two. And worst comes to worst, I do have other mics. I do have a mic on my my laptop. Words are hard. I do have a microphone on my laptop I could use, which is still decent. I also do have a microphone on my my webcam, which is not decent. So plenty of choices to choose from. Plenty of choices. Which is always nice to have backups. It's always nice to have backups when you're live streaming. You never know. You never know when you're gonna need a backup. Now, if my laptop goes down, then we're all screwed. uh, yeah. What's the fun part about live streaming is you do run into these difficulties once in a while. I almost had the technical difficulty of my battery running out of my laptop because I didn't have it plugged in like I wanted it to. It's plugged in now, so don't worry. You're not going to lose me that way. Let me check something here. Happy Easter. Okay, yeah, it's just people wishing me a happy Easter. Alrighty. So yeah, that's another thing I need to work on today. I need to fix up making sure everyone can access my website, which is I'll fix the link in my profile. Redundancy is definitely an asset. Yeah. I've done that. I was recording earlier this week. I was recording a video. I went through two whole scenes, and I realized I did not turn on my microphone. So all I was in the video, I was just doing. That's all you heard was absolutely nothing. You just saw me doing hand gestures and all that. So I'm like, oh man. Bad part was that was an excellent take I did. My first takes are normally my best takes. And I'm like, I just totally screwed up because I screwed up my first take on the video. And I'm like, oh man. So I had to redo my take. all because I forgot to turn on the microphone. Now, redundancy is definitely an asset. The only time it's not an asset is when you have them both going at the same time. Which, let me see if I could show that. Let me see. So if I were to add my microphone on my laptop in, that's not going to be a good asset, because then you're going to be hearing me twice, which is not a good asset. But yeah, it's always nice to have a backup plan when you're recording. Another good thing is, like, if I needed to be, if my webcam somehow went down, I could always change that as well. It's just I just like the webcam I'm using right now because it is better. I could go into a more scary asset. Oh. Or yeah, I have plenty of different webcams to choose from. Lots of different webcams I could choose from as well. But I do like the webcam I'm using for this. It's a little bit better in terms of quality. I definitely want to be seen. But definitely lots of redundancy in my live streaming. But anyways, I think I'm going to end the stream. Everyone here probably has plenty of stuff to do on Easter. I have plenty of things to work on. I need to take a rest, first of all. And then I need to fix my website issue, which is probably going to be an easy fix, hopefully. Probably won't be I don't know how long that's going to take to get fixed, but I will fix that. But anyways, I hope everyone has a nice Easter. Thanks for joining and watching. If you're watching the rewatch, I appreciate you being here. If you haven't yet, I hope you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you like my video as well as my live stream. And I hope everyone has a nice, lovely day. And happy Easter. And have a good week. And definitely check later out this week. I will have a video live eventually. I don't know if that one's finished completely yet, or if I'm still editing it, but you'll see it. Anyways, thanks and have a great day. Laters.